Breaking at 11, a manatee stuck inside a storm drain in Brevard County. WESH 2 is live from the scene with an update on the rescue efforts. Plus, plans approved for new construction and renovation in the area around Camping World Stadium, what this means for the surrounding community. The Olympic Zone on WESH 2.
Join us as we bring you in-depth coverage of the games.
Plus, all the behind-the-scenes action from Milan you won't see anywhere else.
The Olympic Zone, starting tomorrow, only on WESH 2. Sponsored by Advent Health.
Time and Temp brought to you by Boniface Hires, warranty forever. Thank you.
Breaking right now at 11, an hours-long rescue coming to an end. See what it took to get this manatee out from a storm drain.
A brother and sister found dead inside a general store in Apopka, what police say led to their deaths.
Children as young as 1 year old abused at a daycare. What investigators say the suspect did to try and cover up the abuse.
At an hour of desperation, a new message from Today Show host Savannah Guthrie.
She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help.
The new update from the FBI on its search for her kidnapped mother.
More electric bikes and scooters are hitting the road. How Maitland is preparing to keep drivers safe.
3, 2, 1, oh, yeah!
It is more than just a quilt.
How every stitch preserves and honors a local black community's legacy.
Right now at 11.
WESH 2 News starts now with breaking news.
And then breaking news now at 11, a manatee is finally free after getting stuck in a storm drain. Crews had to lift that animal out from underground with a crane. This was an hours-long operation involving dozens of firefighters, FWC officers, and more. I'm Stuart Moore.
And I'm Summer Knowles. The rescue operation shut down roads for hours. Now, this was in Melbourne Beach near Riverview Lane and Oak Street. WESH 2's Haley Crumbleholm has been out there since the very beginning, along with several other agencies in Melbourne Beach. Haley.
Yeah, so you can still see that space they had to drill into and break up this road here just to be able to get this manatee out. Now, this, like you said, took hours, and we were able to speak with the vice mayor of Melbourne Beach right after they got this manatee out. They said it's a male manatee. It seemed to be doing well, and they can't be sure how long this manatee was underneath this slab here stuck in a storm drain, but it may have been more than a week. Now, this took the help of fire rescue, the Department of Public Works, Florida Fish and Wildlife, an excavator, a tow truck, and more. They lowered someone into the manhole, and after that, they started tearing up the road, drilling and using that excavator to pull up a concrete slab and make space to get this manatee out. The town even had an emergency meeting this afternoon to approve funds to fix the road that would be damaged. And after what seemed like some difficulty due to power lines, the tow truck was able to lift the manatee out and into a waiting FWC truck. Now, we found out from the vice mayor of Melbourne Beach that the manatee was stuck in what's called a Bethel box, and it really was just a coincidence that the town was even able to figure out that this manatee was stuck in there.
We're in the process of improving our stormwater throughout Melbourne Beach, and our people were doing a survey, and one of the surveyors noticed a manatee in what is called a baffle box trapped in there. And the thought is that the manatee was seeking warmer water during that cold snap and went up the pipe from the Indian River and got stuck.
And like I said, the vice mayor, they're saying that this manatee appeared to be doing well considering all that it went through. And you can see a considerable bit of damage here. The road's still blocked off, but luckily there is more than one entrance and exit to this neighborhood. The vice mayor said they will work on getting this fixed. But of course, the first priority tonight was getting that manatee out and getting it somewhere where it will be safe and taken care of. It is currently in the care of Florida Fish and Wildlife. Covering Brevard County live in Melbourne Beach, Haley Crumbleholm, WESH 2 News.
And a reminder, you can watch that entire rescue on the WESH 2 Facebook page. Apopka police say that a death investigation at a general store is a murder-suicide. WESH 2 first told you about this Friday night at 11 as breaking news. Investigators say a man shot and killed his sister at Griffin General Store on West Michael Gladden Boulevard. He then took his own life. Family members identified the two as Ezra Swift and Shanita Swift. The owner of the general store described Shanita as an excellent employee, and he says he only knew her brother when he'd come around the store.
She loved to come to work. She always was on time and
No issues with her. Great worker. She came in, she got right to work, no problem. They bump heads a little, but not much. Not that I saw from what she's telling me, but not in public.
People have added items to a growing memorial of balloons, candles, and flowers there today.
We're now getting our first look at this family of 4 who died from suspected carbon monoxide poisoning. We first told you about this on Friday night. Police found the Ocala family inside their home. The father, Johan Sanchez, was a veteran of the Coast Guard. Johan was inside with his wife, Rebecca, 15-year-old son, Michael, and their youngest, Samuel, who was only 2. We talked to Johan's brother, who lives in Boston, who's still looking for answers tonight on how this happened.
We don't really know where it come from. If it was for the stove, for the air conditioner, the boiler.
His brother there says the family missed a church event Thursday, so members came out to the home to see if they were okay, but no one answered. The Marion County Sheriff's Office says the medical examiner will confirm a cause of death.
Police investigating stunning abuse at a daycare in Brevard County. Rockledge police say children as young as 1 year old were physically abused inside Gingerbread Manor Child Care Center. Investigators say 3 employees would hit children with their hands with a wooden spoon, and it was caught on security camera. One arrest report states a 1-year-old was grabbed by the hair, yanked to the ground, and dragged across the floor. Investigators say over time, some of the children appeared to become conditioned to the abuse, flinching or crying before anything even happened. The arrest report says when DCF and police arrived, the 3 employees tried to disconnect and remove the video surveillance system and prevent children from being interviewed. The remaining workers at the daycare did not want to comment.
A man is in jail tonight accused of going on a glass-breaking spree through Orlando. Police say that is Jean Charmant. They're smashing dozens of building and car windows Thursday along Church Street, Orange Avenue, and Lexington. Police estimate the damage at roughly $70,000. New at 11, city leaders in Maitland are talking about adding new regulations when it comes to e-bikes and scooters.
We have been seeing a lot more on our roads and sidewalks, and it's raising safety concerns. WESH's Tony Atkins live for us in Maitland tonight. Tony, what is the city looking at doing here?
Yeah, well, Stuart, they're talking about everything from infrastructure to city policy. And many of the city leaders, they say that they know that the increase in popularity for e-bikes and e-scooters is inevitable, and the city wants to be prepared for that boom. And the city says it plans to continue this discussion alongside its Transportation Advisory Board. I'm live in Maitland tonight. Tony Atkins, WESH 2 News.
Today, Orlando city leaders approved funding for the Community Redevelopment Agency to expand downtown. It includes the Canopy, a park that's planned under I-4, Lake Eola Park improvements, and renovations in the Church Street area. The area around the Camping World Stadium would also see improvements. That move would support infrastructure improvements like new hurricane bracing to the stadium's exterior, new premium suites inside, a retractable stage pocket to attract larger music events, and sidewalk and roadway repair.
Developing tonight, Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie posting a new video message as the second deadline from a ransom note passes this evening.
We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement.
Investigators are at Nancy Guthrie's home today looking for any new clues in her disappearance. Guthrie's reported kidnappers demanded $6 million by 5 o'clock tonight, and the station that received the ransom note said it included a threat to Nancy's life. The FBI said tonight it is not aware of any ongoing communication between Savannah Guthrie's family and any suspected kidnappers. Agents have also not identified any suspects or persons of interest.
Next in WESH 2, preserving history one stitch at a time. How the city of Sanford is honoring a historic black community with a special quilt. Tony.
And summer, it's awfully dry around here, but there's a ray of hope with a disturbance out west. We can get a little rain later this week. I'm going to break that down and what it means for all the races this week. Straight ahead.
Years after a teen died on the freefall ride.
They killed my son.
Months after the maker found negligent.
They made an absolute death trap.
New outrage.
That is horrible. It's horrible.
WESH 2 investigates exclusive. The manufacturer ordered to pay $300 million. but still no money paid. And now a similar ride under construction.
You just slapping me in my face over and over and over.
Greg Fox gets answers. The path to accountability. Tuesday at 6, only on WESH 2 News.
This First Morning Weather Update is sponsored by attorney Dan Newlin.
New information tonight about this large railroad tie fire in Marion County. The Florida Department of Environmental Protection says the cleanup plan to remove the ties is set to begin tomorrow. CSX has approved this plan. Work will focus on removing railroad ties and soil impacted by the fire.
Celebrating Black History Month with one stitch at a time, the city of Sanford unveiled this new quilt today honoring the historic town of Goldsboro.
The city also proclaimed today Historic Goldsboro Day. WESH 2's Gail Pasco-Brown was at today's ceremony. And Gail, this unveiling ceremony was huge and celebrates a long-time history.
135 years, that's how long ago Goldsboro was founded. Today's unveiling involves several organizations, including the city of Sanford through REEI, the city's Race, Equality, Equity, and Inclusion Advisory Committee. The quilt will be placed outside the City Commission chambers on the first floor lobby of Sanford City Hall. Now, supporters hope it will serve as a tribute and symbol of reconciliation for generations to come. Back to you, Stuart.
Live look tonight at an Olympic flame burning in Milan. Athletes will soon be waking up for the 5th day of competition, and Team USA is looking to get even more medals. Right now, Italy leads with 9 total medals. Home ground, great job. Japan falls with 7. Norway's 3 gold medals puts them at 6 total. Switzerland sits at 5. Germany and Austria are both at 4. The United States has 2 medals. Both of them are gold.
Now, unfortunately, 2 Central Florida athletes missed the podium today. Erin Jackson finished 6th in the women's 1,000-meter speed skating final. Brittany Bowe finished 4th, just 0.6 of a second shy of a medal.
It's been my goal to be able to race this one at the Olympics and then to come out with a top 10 with 6th place. I'm really excited.
A little bit disappointed with just missing out on the podium, placing in what some may say is the toughest spot to finish at the Olympic Games in 4th place. But in the same breath, on the other hand, so special to be out there and being part of that absolute elite pack with the rest of those women.
Both Jackson and Bowe will race in the women's 500-meter as well. Bowe will also come back for the 1,500-meter.
All right, let's talk forecast now. It was cold enough to ice skate outside a couple days ago, Tony. Now we are looking mild out there.
That's a little dramatic, just a little bit.
I mean, it was like 25 for like a couple hours in a row. It was bad.
You're right. 12 hours. Yeah. So, yeah, you could have made ice. There's no doubt. Folks did make ice, in fact. Those days are behind us, though. We're warming up. Spring break. I got you, girl. 76, 74, 72 along the coast the next couple days. Couple spotty showers as that front backs on in late Thursday and Friday. And then we'll watch the timing of a front as we head into the weekend. Really hoping that the slowing down is going to be the trend and we get that race in without any issues. So we got this big ridge of high pressure, and that's going to keep our temperatures on the warm side. Little piece of energy here will go up and over the ridge there and then bounce our way towards the end of the week. Visible satellite, pretty quiet out there right now. Visibility also in pretty good shape. But when we take a look at the fog tracker out the door in the morning, briefly getting down to 1.5 miles, 2 miles there on the eastern side of the peninsula. Eric will guide you through that along the 528 and the 408. You can see Orlando there, some patchy ground fog. 50 jumping up to 68 by the 11 o'clock hour tomorrow morning. Taking a look now at the potential for some frost. Marion Oaks, Dunellen, Rutland. You may have a little bit of frost there on the grass and some of the rooftops there. Most of us, though, will be in the middle to the upper 40s with no frost concerns. Let's take a look now at that setup for tonight and tomorrow. Cool dome of high pressure will slide to the east tomorrow. On the backside of high pressure, we get that return flow, the warmer side, and those temperatures begin to jump. And we are jumping from the lower 70s today into the upper 70s, if not 80 on 1 or 2 of those backyard thermometers come tomorrow afternoon. Up towards the coast here, we're going to be running about 75. On the sand, though, Ormond by the Sea, Ormond Beach, closer to about 70. Over towards Cocoa Beach, Satellite Beach, right around 72. The attractions here nearing the 80-degree mark. Let's take a look now at that fire danger risk for tomorrow. The soils are dry. The grass is crunchy. High concerns there for fuel. Temperatures tomorrow and the humidity in a moderate range. Wind concern is low. Thankfully, lightning risk, no concerns with that come tomorrow. So overall, a low to a moderate risk there. Let's take a look now at Wednesday on into Thursday. Front backs in, clouds, the arrival of maybe a couple spotty showers, nothing significant, but we'll have to watch that for the Friday evening race. Let's take a look at Thursday for the America 250 duels. 59, 57, 56, a comfortable night. Light jacket required there. And then maybe an isolated shower at 7:30 for this particular race. But notice the temperatures in the upper 50s. Now, when we jump ahead now to the weekend, both the European and the GFS have been slowing down the arrival of the moisture with this run. This is 9 o'clock in the evening, just entering into Flagler County there. So if that trend continues, we'll get the rain, but more than likely after the race, which is always a good thing. Let's take a look at those rainfall amounts. Euro's a little bit more aggressive, north and west. Both models, though, giving everybody the chance for at least a little bit of rain. So United Rentals 300 looking pretty good there. And then for the 500, keeping an eye on the radar after 6 o'clock. Let's put it all together here for you now. Central Florida's most accurate 7-day forecast. Middle and upper 70s as we head into Sunday, nearing 81, and then a little bit cooler as we get you on into Monday. Let's check in with Kristen Lago.
Tony, it was back home and back on defense for the Orlando Magic tonight at the Kia Center. It may have been a little inconsistent, as you'll see, but hey, I've said this again and again throughout the course of the season. A win's a win, right? Coming up in just a few, there was no Giannis Antetokounmpo for the Orlando Magic to contend with, and they took advantage. The Magic now riding a 3-game win streak.
Now, WESH 2 Sports, sponsored by Mullinax Ford.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Kristen Lago. WESH 2 Sports is live once again tonight from the Kia Center, where after falling behind early on to the Milwaukee Bucks, the Orlando Magic turned up the heat, falling back on their defense, pushing the pace, and coming away with their 3rd straight win. That is actually the Magic's first 3-game win streak since December 1st. We'll have more from Daytona beginning tomorrow night, but back here at the Kia Center, the Magic will be back in action Wednesday against the Milwaukee Bucks. Covering the Orlando Magic at the Kia Center, I'm Kristen Lago, WESH 2 Sports.
Start a new day with WESH 2 News Sunrise.
Some things you just have to see to believe. Yeah, drivers at a red light in Colorado got a little entertainment courtesy of a fire-juggling unicyclist. Police drone caught the man doing this. He stops and puts on the show. It may look fun, but this is technically illegal. Police are commending the man's talent, but also say they do not want this to happen again.
Just think if you're in a hurry, you're trying to get somewhere, and then he's...
Like when that light turns green, buddy,
nah,
you need to have rolled out of the way.
Okay.
Oh, man.
With your fire. Remember, you can wake up with WESH. Our Sunrise Crew starts at 4:30 a.m. with overnight news, sports, weather, and your traffic.
That's our show for now. Have a great night.